this Bell situation, which feels fairly obvious on the surface, you have to lock him up, right? Be that a long-term deal or the tag. You cannot let this guy hit the open market.
You don't look excited, David.
I'm excited. Like, the guy's a great back, and I totally get this, but I went back and looked at who the starting tailbacks were for the Pittsburgh Steelers the last 2 times they won the Super Bowl. It was Willie Parker, both times that they won. And in the last, since 2005, 3 guys have been Pro Bowl running backs that have won the Super Bowl since 2005. So you don't really need that guy.
So you're saying the position has been devalued?
It has been, and I just think back when you're playing, that's probably the least important position. Like, you can find guys to plug in there. You even saw when he left in the Patriots game, D'Angelo went in and played well. I'm not taking anything away from Le'Veon Bell. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be a Steeler, but you just got to be smart about it. And if the end game is to get to and win the Super Bowl, maybe just look at history a little bit.
When available, I think Le'Veon Bell is not just one of the best running backs, but one of the best players in the NFL.
Yeah,
I played against Willie Parker, and he was dynamic, and he was tough. I would rather tackle Jerome Bettis than Willie Parker. I would rather tackle Jerome Bettis than Le'Veon Bell. He's rare in his skill set and what he can do. Whether he's in the backfield or out of the backfield. He's a tough guy for a linebacker, for a safety, for guys to try to tackle or cover. I think he makes that team or any team that fits what he does in the NFL a lot better.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with you.
And I think they have to find a way to sign him, just because we know they can pass the football. They're great at throwing the ball down the field. Ben has been one of the best in the last decade at doing that. But when you add that component to that offense and what he can do when you put the ball and he's a dual threat and you have balance offensively, I just think that makes this team or any team way more dangerous. And the teams that win Super Bowls are able to run the football effectively.
No doubt about it. And with great offensive lines, but great quarterbacks.
That's
true. And they have a great quarterback, and they're limited on the defensive side of the ball. So maybe you can take some of that money and spread it around. I'm not saying Lev shouldn't be on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's crazy. But just think about it. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen.
If they ended up tagging him, he would be somewhere in the $12 to $13 million range on the tag.